Hi, good to meet you. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
Having a good time?
I love London, I'm always happy when I'm here.
Fantastic. So we've got some questions today from some of the fans on our Facebook page and our Twitter. So first up is Georgia Alloway via our Twitter, and she would like to know, from what you've seen of the movie so far, what do you think, and is it how you imagined it?
I think that it's a really fun movie. It moves very quickly, it's very fast-paced and action-packed, and I think that it's not actually exactly how I envisioned it because it's much darker, but I really like it. I think it has this incredibly beautiful, sort of polished, stylized, dark look that's very rich and interesting, and that's Harold's interpretation of the books, and I think it's very cool.
So Simone Oldfield from Twitter would like to know if you were confident from the start that the screenwriters and directors would be able to fully capture your world that you created.
No, of course not. I wasn't at all, you know. I mean, I've had all sorts of, friends who've had books adapted, and it's all, sometimes it's gone wonderfully and sometimes it's gone totally awry. You never know what's going to happen, and as the author, you just have very little control. So, I think that I became more confident when I felt like they were, including me in the decision-making processes about the casting and about the props and the sets and whatnot, and they actually seemed interested in my opinion, then that gave me a greater feeling of confidence that they were interested in the movie as an adaptation of a book.
So Sylvia Thomas, who follows us on Facebook, she would like to know, as the protagonists of really popular books, characters like Isabel or Clary are always going to be praised or criticised for the way they represent females. How do you feel about this, and does it influence your writing?
I think that's a very smart question, and I think it's very true. And I think that the kind of criticism that they get is very different from the kind of criticism that male protagonists get. They're often criticized for doing the exact same things. Harry Potter breaks the rules all the time. Everybody loves that about him. Clary breaks the rules. Oh, she's a bad girl. She's disobedient. Why doesn't she listen to people who know better than she does? It doesn't change the way that I write, except that it makes me more determined to write, strong girl characters who are independent and make their own decisions. And, I think that it's very important the fact that this continues to happen makes it more important and significant to do that work.
So Anna B would like to know if you based any of the characters in the book on people you know, and if not, where were your influences from?
I did base some of them on people I know. Simon's a bit of a mashup of my best friend and my boyfriend. Clary is a bit based on the roommate that I had at the time, who was obsessed with, who's an artist and was obsessed with anime and manga. And Magnus Bain is based on a friend of mine who lives in New Zealand now. But they never come out quite exactly like your friends. In fact, often your friends never even recognize themselves in the characters.
So Kemi Wilkinson from our Facebook page, she wanted to know if you've ever learned or been curious to learn how to handle weapons like swords and knives and those in the Mortal Instruments.
Yes, I have. I was really interested to learn how to handle a crossbow because there was a crossbow battle in the last book that I wrote. Unfortunately, my friend Theo has several crossbows, and so I went over to his house. He was going to teach me how to use a crossbow, and he told me to pull it back and let it go, and I let it go, and the crossbow arrow went through the window of his kitchen and smashed it. And he said, "That is enough crossbow for you, no more." So possibly weaponry is not my forte.
And our final question is from Medila Muller, and she posted this on Facebook. If there's one thing you could tell us about the Mortal Instruments movie that we don't know, can you tell us?
Oh my goodness. I would tell them to look for the character at Magnus Bain's party who has cat ears, because that's my secret cameo.
Amazing.
In the movie.
Thank you very much, Cassie.